Hey everyone, Assalamu alaikum and welcome for another Facebook Live tonight, Saturday Night Live, with me, Nadia Leona Yunis, your spiritual, creative, personal peak performance and mindset transformation mental coach consultant here on my Facebook public page. And awesome thing about it is that the replay is going to be available and you can share the link with all those who are not on Facebook or who don't have a Facebook account because not everybody does. And basically, I think that's pretty awesome. So today is day 3. If you've joined me on day 1 and day 2, then you know that I've set myself a challenge for this December, which is to make 30 trainings, 30-day trainings, live trainings here on my Facebook public page every night around about 9 p.m, 10 p.m, up to 11 p.m. onwards. I've just been spreading the word across all my other social media too, so that's where I've been. If you've been waiting for it, you should be getting a notification in your notifications, or I should be popping up on your newsfeed. And go ahead, click like, click the love button, comment below. This is meant to be an interactive live session. The replay is always going to be available, and you can leave your comments then as well, and I'll get back to your comments. But it's nice for you to, it's nice for us to have this chat together if you join me live. And Facebook is saying, Facebook always gives me messages every time I go live, and it's telling me that it's spreading the word. So, and it might take a minute or two. So thank you, Facebook, for helping spread the word. So if you are inspired and motivated by these trainings, then go ahead and click the share button. We're going to be live for about 5, 10, 15 minutes every night, sometimes more, sometimes less, depending on the topic that we're talking about. All things personal spiritual development, all things mindset transformation. And as we talk about these topics, if you're inspired and motivated, go ahead and click share. I can't actually share this whilst I'm live, so that's something I would ask you all to do. Gift it ahead to all of your family and friends. So go ahead and share this right now so they can watch us live too. The replay is going to be available, but they can come and watch us live too. And make sure that you have liked the page, because that's the way you're going to get notifications. And pop up on my page often to like the post. I'm trying to keep many posts going daily, because I know how Facebook works. Sometimes you won't be getting my notifications in your news feed. Oopsie daisy, what's that saying? Oh, let's get rid of that. You won't be getting notifications on your news feed. You won't be seeing my posts, and that happens with everybody's public page. So the more you like my posts, and I'll endeavour to put inspiration and motivation posts for you. So the more you like them, the more you'll be able to see my posts in your newsfeed, and then this will come up in your newsfeed. So tonight's topic is all about our focus. And let's admit it, and excuse me if this always shakes, I don't have a tripod or a selfie stick. I need to get a tripod for this. But I quite like sitting up here. The lighting's good too. So tonight's topic, we're talking about focus. Our focus. In the world and life that we live in right now, we know everything is instant. Everything is available to us instant, from instant food to instant online gratification, even inspiration and motivation on the go. We're always on social media. I'm on social media, so I know how it all works. But what happens is that we lose our focus on the things that are really important to us. One of the things I'm going to let you know about is, as a mentor and coach myself, I'm also a student of knowledge. Firstly and foremostly, primarily a student of Islamic sciences, and also a student of knowledge of personal development, self-development, mindset transformation. I absolutely love learning, and what happens is that I personally get caught up in the learning, which is not a bad thing, but I'm like a sponge. I soak up everything, and obviously I implement it in my life, and then I teach it on to you guys. I see the results for myself. But I am the type of soul that is like a sponge. Think SpongeBob SquarePants. I'm just not a sponge really, and I'm not square, and I'm not yellow, but a bit like SpongeBob SquarePants. I'm a sponge. I soak up information. I've always been like that since I was a child. I soak up information. And I absolutely love learning. I love learning from you lot. You're probably a coach, a mentor, a teacher yourself watching this right now. And I love learning from you, from your Facebook Lives, from your trainings, from your blog posts and your videos. I absolutely love learning, attending courses. And the thing is, what happens is I get caught up in that. And I forget that I've also got goals to achieve. I forget that I've also made a plan and I want to achieve it. By the way, if you haven't seen yesterday's or Thursday's video, the replay is already available on my page, so go ahead and watch it, leave a comment, share it as well. So we're talking about focus, and what happens is that I personally get caught up in all this, and I forget that I've got things to do as well. I've got a daily schedule, I've got a daily plan, and because I get caught up in learning, I don't take steps on the things I should take steps. And maybe this has happened to you as well. Maybe you're someone like me who loves learning and implementing and applying in your life. And maybe you're like me as well. You're like a sponge. If you're watching me right now, then I know one thing about you. You definitely love learning for sure, because that's why you're watching me and you want to learn about this topic about focus. Maybe your focus has been thin somewhere as well in your life, maybe in your relationships, maybe in your with your children, maybe in your studies, maybe at your work, whichever area of your life, you know. And what happens is that even I get caught up in those that I admire and that I look up to, that I'm inspired and motivated by. You may be inspired and motivated by me, but I'm always going to say that take what works for you and get back on track with your goals. And I'm saying that to you because that's a message I need for myself also. And I'm inspired by others. I watch their videos. As I said, I read the blog posts, the articles, but I can really get caught up in their personality. And I have to always remind myself that I have a unique personality, just like you have a unique personality, and you need to nurture that. I need to nurture my personality. You need to nurture yours. We can't nurture somebody else's, you know, like somebody that we look up to, a role model, and those who inspire. We can't nurture their personality, and we can't be like them. We must be like ourselves. God has gifted us with so many talents and so many abilities that we really can shape our life the way we want to, and live a life of purpose, with purpose, and preparing for our best akhirah, for our best afterlife. And we can do that. And the key is to have some time in the day where you are going to be reading their blog post or watching the videos, and it's good for inspiration and motivation, because maybe you are lacking in the motivation, maybe you're just inspired quickly and then you lose the motivation, and you know you need to be working on your goals, you know you need to be focused, but you're watching this right now, for instance. So be inspired by this and then watch it and then get back on your goals. And we all need breaks in between as well. You probably like watching TV. I watch a bit of TV only. I watch them on YouTube if I have to, but you have that little bit of a break. You may have a break where you go out for exercise or running or whichever. That's absolutely fine. And you probably love reading. Everything is fine. What works for you works for you. But my point here is to have set times in the day where you are going to learn and then get back on track with your own work, because we can really lose focus. Oh, I keep getting this up. Sorry, you keep getting the comments thing up. Oh, and I do have a free gift for you. It's 2 training videos to help you in your personal development and your mindset transformation. I'll put the link in the comments after the show. Yeah, after this live Facebook is over, I'll put the link for that. So that's 2 training videos. It's welcoming you into my world, and you'll get email updates from me as well. So if you love personal development, spiritual development, you'll love those training videos. If you're already part of my world, then you've already got those training videos, but this is for everybody who's new in my world. So how to focus is to have time scheduled during the day where you're going to do certain things. Sometimes, you know what, it might not work that way. You may not do all the things that you wanted, that you scheduled in to do at that time. And again, that's fine, because what works for you works for you. And we always must be open to other things happening in our life. If you're somebody who has a family, who has a spouse, who has children, at work, colleagues, extended family, whichever situation that you're in life, however your life is for you, these things are going to happen, and we need to, have some leeway for that, for instance. But the thing is to write your plan down, see when you're going to be watching your favorite program, for instance, or when you're going to do your reading, when you're going to watch videos like this. I mean, these are lives in the evenings. And there's my mum, she's calling. Oh no, she's not calling me. And then get back to your goals. So we need to focus, and the thing is, energy flows where our intention goes. So wherever our intention is, that's where our energy is going to go. And this is a very important concept, and I need to quickly talk about this. And my arm and hand and leg is already hurting. So basically, the thing is that with our focus, whatever we focus on expands. This is not just woo-woo. This is not new age spirituality only. This is for real. Whatever we focus on expands. Now, I just want you to ask yourself, have you ever, I'm going to do this one first, quick exercise. Have you ever focused on negative things in your life? We all have. I have too. What happens when you focus on it a little too much? Does it get better? Do you suddenly find a solution? Or does that seem to expand? And similar kind of challenges come across. What are you focusing on is your negativity. And the more you focus on it, the more you focus on things not going right, the more you focus on, for all those who are single or not married, why isn't there a proposal coming for me? Why isn't there somebody out there for me? Why am I not getting married? The more you focus on the negative, the more it expands. That's just the laws of this world. That's how it works. What you need to focus on is shift your focus. Okay, you may not instantaneously go into the positive, but shift your focus. How can you do that? Focus on yourself. How can you be a better person? And I know this whole marriage thing is a big thing for everybody in the world. So focus on that, for instance. Okay, you're probably looking for marriage, but however, are you focusing on yourself? Are you focusing on your 5 daily prayers? Are you focusing on your connection with God Almighty? Are you focusing on your health and fitness? Focus on the positive. And that doesn't mean you stop searching or all that kind of thing. No, you focus on the positive, because if you focus on the problem's going to increase. You know when they say we make a mountain out of a molehill? We really do make a mountain out of a molehill, because a molehill is about that much. And we make it a mountain ourselves by this and expanding it. So we focus on our focus. Where is your focus going? That's what I want to ask. Where's your focus going? If you're seeing things that are repeating in your life, for instance, especially the negative, switch your focus. Don't blame. This is not about anybody else. It's not about your spouse. This is not about your best friend. This is not about anybody else. It's about you right now. Let's take responsibility for ourselves. I've got to take responsibility for myself. I would like you to take responsibility for yourself, because that's the only way we can make positive changes in our life. What are you focused on? What am I focused on, Nadia? Am I focused on turning up here and giving you a good training video with good information to help you in your life? Or am I worried about how many people are watching this? Who's going to be watching this? Who's going to share this? Hey, I'm a human being. I go through these things too, right? So where is our focus going? Because the more we focus on the negative, for instance, it's going to expand. If more you focus on the good things, then it's going to expand. So problems have solutions. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran that with hardship there are eases, and he says that twice. He says it twice because he's trying to reinforce the importance of it. That don't fear, there is ease. There may be hardship, but there's ease with it. And then he says there's 2 eases. So you may have just one hardship. I did a whole YouTube video on this. So if you head over to my YouTube channel, you'll see a video on this. Challenges have solutions. The one challenge or one hardship that you have, there's 2 solutions to it. But the thing is, we, human beings, focus so much on the problem, the challenge, that we don't see the solution. And I know you've done this, because I've done this. And I had to shift. Like I have to shift my hand right now. I had to shift my focus to find the solutions. And the solution is in the challenge itself. However, the challenge is to not think about the challenge, because it'll expand. Not going to the negative of why is this happening to me? Why always me? All that kind of thing. But switching to solution mode. Okay, we're facing with this challenge. What are some of the solutions that we come up to? So let's do this right now to end this. We've been going on for about a while now. So to end this training video today, we're going to do an exercise, and I'd like you to join in. So grab your notebook and pen. Always remember to bring your notebook and pen. You can, if you're someone who likes typing on your phone, because most of you are obviously watching this on your smartphone, I don't think you can watch me and type at the same time. So get a notebook. Just pop me aside over there. I'll be still right here, and write some notes down. So focus your focus. Focus on what you need to achieve. Focus on your goals. Watch whatever you have to. Learn from wherever you have to. Have a plan for yourself. Get back on track. And let's do this exercise to end this end this training video tonight. And if you enjoyed it, then please go ahead, click like, click the love button, go ahead and please share it, because this is important information. This is not just for everybody. It is for everybody, more so for our Muslim Ummah as well, because many in our Muslim Ummah are not aware of these concepts, which I've been learning from both Eastern and Western personal development teachers. These are important concepts, and once we grasp these concepts, our prayers becomes a blessing for us, in the sense that we have more khushu and consciousness in our prayer. Our Quran recitation becomes more blessed for us, because we understand more, and we understand how our life's challenges are happening for us and how we can find solutions. So let's do this exercise right now. If you're going through a challenge right now in your life, and you have been somebody who's been saying, you know, why me, why always me, etc., I want you to write 3 solutions. 2 + 1 and 3 is 9, and I like the number 3. So I want you to come up with 3 things. So whatever challenge you've been facing, whether it's in a relationship, with your significant other, with your children, with your studies, in your work, in your health, your fitness, in your negative thoughts, any area in your life, choose one right now that you're having a challenge with. Ask yourself right now, have I been focusing on this challenge? Have I been focusing on why me? Answer this truthfully for yourself. It's not for me or anybody. If you want to go ahead and comment, that's fine, but answer this truthfully for yourself. If the answer is yes, let's switch it right now. You're having this challenge, so what 3 things that you can do? Don't think, how am I going to do them? Don't go to that yet. Just let yourself free for a moment and come up with solutions. Just write things down. If you're having challenges with your children, your teens are not listening to you, what 3 things could you come up with? Stuff like have more family time together with them, have a family happy hour. Happy hour? I just made that up. I don't know if people do that with families. Hey, why not? Happy hour with your children, where you're just discussing things and you're happy. And if challenges come up with your children about things, then you're discussing them there. That's one thing. Come up with 2 other things. And also, another area, work. Maybe you're not happy at your work. Maybe there's issues with a colleague. Issues with a colleague, for instance. What 3 solutions could come up with? So instead of saying she's always or he's always doing this and, you know, being in victim mode, come up with 3 solutions. Maybe you can sit down and talk to them, because maybe they're having a challenge. Maybe you can, you know, communicate better with them to see what the challenge is there with you and them. Maybe you can all go to lunch together. Maybe, you know, come up with something. So whatever challenge you're having, I want you to stop focusing on the challenge now. Stop saying, oh, why me? God, why always me? I want you to stop thinking, this always happens to me, and being in victim mode. I want you to step up in power mode now. I want you to step up, sit up, take a deep breath. And I know I'm in this angle because I'm trying to do this kind of thing, but sit up and come up with 3 solutions for your challenge right now. And inshallah ta'ala, I promise you that if you focus on the solutions, you will find the solutions. Always keep God Almighty there with you. He's there to help you. Keep your tawakkul in Him. Keep your trust in Him. Without His trust, there is nothing for us. And He will help you. He will help me. He will help you. He will help us. Come up with 3 solutions. Focus your focus and achieve your dreams. Live an awesome life now and prepare for our best afterlife, for our best akhirah, inshallah. And yes, we can do it. So comment below and let me know if you're doing these exercises. Go ahead, click like, click love, go ahead and share it. Please spread this across our Muslim Ummah, because this information is important. I'm here as a mentor coach for you. I've been in this journey for the last 22 years of my life, learning, implementing, applying, and I'm here to train, teach you too. So yeah, that's our message. I do hope you enjoyed tonight's live training. I think we went on a little while, probably 15-20 minutes. So I'm going to end this right now and I'll post the replay, and hopefully I'll have these up on YouTube as well. But for now, jazakallah khair. Thank you for joining me, and remember to do the exercise. Inshallah, I will see you tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum.